Am I crooked? I feel crooked. I feel like things are crooked. How do I uncrooked? I need to go this way. Nope, this way. That seems wrong though, because that just looks really crooked. Oh no, I hit a button. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna... Nope, too much. That doesn't feel right. We're gonna roll with that. Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. I'm MC, a knit and crochet designer and yarn dyer from Connecticut, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Blame the Knots, on my website, blametheknots.com, and of course right here on YouTube where you can get to know me a little bit better. Today, we are here for episode 34. Yep, 34 of the podcast. Oh my gosh, I still have my camera on my watch. Today is Thursday, October 10th, and I was just taking some pictures and I left my camera app open on my watch so I could see what my camera was looking at, and it was weird. So anyway, today's Thursday, October 10th. We're here for episode 34. Let's get into it. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like I have a lot to talk about, but also not a lot to talk about. But let's just dive right in with what I'm wearing. Today, I am wearing something that you have probably seen before if you've been around here. If you are brand new and this is your first time, welcome. Hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you. This is my slip on your shoulder. This is a design by me. It features this amazing saddle shoulder construction with seamless set-in sleeves. It has a little bit of negative ease and it fits like a dream. It's so much fun. I made my sample in Fiber Spates Vivacious DK in the colorway Denim, but any DK weight yarn will work. It is knit at a decent size gauge, so it works up really, really fast. All of my testers had amazing feedback and said they had so much fun doing it because it's a unique construction, but not hard. It like keeps you engaged, but it's not super challenging. And it works up so fast. So it's really rewarding to work on it. So I'm super excited. Also, I made mine with a short sleeve, kind of like an extended short sleeve. It comes like just a little bit above my elbow. I made mine with a short sleeve, but it does have a long sleeve version in the pattern, and oh my gosh, I might have to make another sample. I decided to make this one short sleeve because I love a sweater that fits this way with these kind of longer short sleeves. But after seeing how cool it looks in some of my tester versions with the long sleeve, I might have to do it. I might have to do it. We'll see. I have so many other projects for the rest of the year. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I am absolutely freaking freezing today. I wish I had the long sleeve version because today has a high of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but cold. It's really cold for me. For me, it's very, very cold. And I don't want to be wearing short sleeves, but I really wanted to wear this today to show you because when this video goes live, it is available. Today is release day. Well, tomorrow for me, but today for you. Oh my gosh. Are any of you Rent fans? Today for you, tomorrow for me. Anyone? Mommy! We agreed on a fee. Okay, I can't sing. It's YouTube. I can't sing. And I have no talent, so I can't sing. Anyway, this pattern is now available on Ravelry, and also make sure if you are not on my newsletter, go sign up now before you head over to Ravelry to get this pattern, because all of my newsletter subscribers get a coupon code for patterns and yarn. And if you're interested, why not get the coupon? pause while the garbage truck comes by. Now that we've discussed the pattern release, let's jump in to finished objects. I actually only have one finished thing this time around, which feels weird because I feel like I've worked on so many things since the last time I sat down to film, but also apparently I finished none of them. Is the last time I filmed before we went to Colorado? I think so. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks, which explains why I feel like I've worked on a lot. But I've only finished one thing, which stinks because I feel like lately, what is going on with the garbage? Today is both garbage and recycling day, and apparently the trucks were like right behind each other. Let's talk about what I finished. The first and only thing that I finished is a Musselburgh. And I made this out of some Shetland yarn that I hand spun myself. This was yarn that I made during Tour de Fleece. If you would like to go see the whole process and my live reaction to spinning this for the first time, I will link the Tour de Fleece playlist down below. This was 100% Shetland, and I got this in a Tour de Fleece box from Malia Made It. This was hand dyed by Malia, and it ended up making this really cool fade. So it starts with like a lighter blue and pink up here at the top, and then it fades into like a deeper magenta, fades into purple, and then on the other side it's like a completely different hat because we have greens and blues. Now, if you know me at all, you know that this side is more my vibe, but I think both sides are really cool and beautiful. I decided to bring this with me on our trip to Colorado because I wanted a one skein project and I thought it would be really fun to bring this along, and I was really enjoying working with my handspun, and I felt like this is the best way to use up every single bit of it. I did end up, like, at the end, I was totally not paying attention, hanging out with family while we were out in Colorado, and I went way beyond where I needed to before I started the decreases. I ended up with like 5 grams left to do all the decreases, which was not going to happen. So I had to frog back a lot. And then I ended up with literally like maybe 6 inches of a tail at the end. That is all the yarn that I had left, which felt really good. The only problem is this is a little big on me. If you saw my last podcast, you know that the last Musselburgh I made with handspun, I made too small because I forgot an increase. I like skipped the last increase. Or I think I just like miscounted. I don't know, whatever. I ended up doing something wrong and it's a little bit tight. So this time I did my increases and then I was like on the plane checking my gauge, literally trying to like measure with one hand, and then it was really dark on the plane. No one had their windows open. It was really annoying. I did not like it. But so I'm like holding my phone with my flashlight with one hand and then like trying to measure with the other and like counting like this. It was a mess. And so I think I counted my gauge wrong, obviously. And I got scared from not doing enough increases last time, and so I think I did an extra increase this time, so it's a little bit big. So it still fits, just like the other one. They both fit, they're both wearable. I just would prefer a different fit, somewhere in between the two. I need my Goldilocks Musselburgh. One day I will find it. But yeah, I love it. It's lots of fun. That's all I got. I do have some other things that could technically maybe be considered finished objects, but they are like finished steps in part of a larger process. So I included them in WIPS. So let's go over there. All right, the first WIP that I have is something that I honestly can't remember if I showed it last time. I think I did, but I don't think I was very far. Wow, it's tied in knots. Okay. this is my off-season shell, or maybe, I don't remember. I think I've shown this in some video sometime. I don't know, whatever. This is my off-season shell. It is a partner to my shoulder season shell, which I finished and showed recently. And this is made in my own hand-dyed yarn in the colorway Be a Pepper. And it is, oh, hold please. This is what happens when you leave a project in a bag for a really long time and throw it around and don't pull it out. My needle fell off completely, and my friend Steph is going to be so mad at me because I don't tighten down. I don't use like the tool to tighten down my needles. I just kind of re-screw them when I need to. And so Steph's gonna be like, CMC, you should have just tightened it down. It takes 2 seconds and then you wouldn't have lost stitches. But I slipped it back on there real quick. It was easy peasy. I only lost like 5 or 6 and I got them back. It's all good. Anyway, this is honestly almost done. It doesn't look like it, but I have done all the hard stuff. So I really just need to put some edging on each of the sleeves, and then I have to finish the body. I have to keep going. I've done, what, maybe 2.5, 3 inches of the body, and I need to add several more. I worked on this on vacation, and then I haven't touched it since we got home. I think I just got a little, like, we'll talk about it in life stuff, but vacation was rough. Vacation and the transition home was rough, and I think I just like needed to turn to some different projects and get my mind off of things and just exist. So I haven't touched this in a little while. I also have adjusted my release schedule. I had initially wanted this to be released in November, but like that's not gonna happen because we're already in mid-October and I'm not even done, let alone tested. So yeah, I'm still working on it. It'll happen when it happens. It'll happen soon. I just think I am, I just want to wrap up 1 or 2 other things before I go back to this. What I started when I got home, which has pretty much been taking all of my attention lately, and giving me all of the joy that I needed, is this blanket. And this is using the Moana inspired Island Girl countdown from this past July from Brie of the Little Wolf Knits. I started it, I think, like the day after we got home, and I have just been cruising, loving every second of it. Let's see. So I did some math based on my Where You Are wrap, which was the pattern that came with this box. And I took the numbers that were in there and the gauge and all that kind of stuff and adjusted it so that it would be approximately blanket width instead of shawl width. And then I cast on the wrong number of stitches because I was sick, not paying attention, whatever. So this is now 42.5 inches wide, which is a weird size for a blanket, but you know what? It's fine. I actually really like it. It's like the perfect width to cover my lap. I clearly, as you can see, I have a lot of ends to weave in. I haven't done any of that yet, so I have to take a break from my knitting sometime soon and get that done. But I am just doing, I did an I-cord cast on, and I am doing garter stitch with an I-cord edge, and I am working each skein until I absolutely run out, which is why you can see there are ends like in the middle of stuff. I'm just using up every single scrap of this that I have. Unfortunately, I've been looking at it and seeing how things are working up, and I think after I finish these 30 days that I have, I might end up putting this on hold and waiting for next summer. This is not like confirmed yet, but I have hope because there is a new Moana movie coming out. So I have hope that Brie is planning on doing a Moana 2 inspired countdown next summer. This is me making this up in my head. So no one hold Brie accountable to this. This is not her plan. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't know. So I am hoping that there will be another countdown that I can then add on to this. Or, you know, at some point there might be even if it's not Moana 2, it might be summary colors and stuff like that that I can add on to this. And so I can make it 60 colors long. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I have done 13 colors so far and I'm loving every second of it. It feels so good. I love it. It's so squishy. I don't want to stop working on it, and it brought me a lot of peace when I really, really needed it lately. Okay, so I mentioned that I was sick when we got home from vacation, and yeah, it was a wild time. It was a wild time, and does anyone else ever do kind of nutty things when they are sick? Because I will sometimes like rearrange an entire room of furniture, or last year in the fall when I got sick, I learned how to skateboard. I just do like really impulsive and weird things sometimes when I'm sick. And so something like that happened with this, and I even filmed a clip of this and then decided, no, MC, no, what are you doing? So I got the idea in my head that Rhinebeck was in 2 weeks and I could design and finish a long sleeve sweater before then. Which, like, maybe I feasibly could have done, but also, you know, I would have done a lot of damage to my hands, and there were other things that I probably wanted to spend time in my life doing other than knitting in those 2 weeks. So I decided I was being silly. But I did finish the back panel, and it's really fun. So this is Manos del Uruguay Marla. Whoa, hey sun. Hey sunshine, you're probably gonna be coming at me soon and I'm gonna have to readjust things. This is in the colorway Spices. Ooh, that got funky. Okay, this is in the colorway Spices. It's very pretty. I love it. It is hand spun. Can you focus? Are you focused? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to readjust in a second after I finish talking about this. I love it. I wanted to design something with my own hand spun, but I was afraid. So I wanted to make a sample in someone else's hand spun first. So I got the back panel done. I will pick up for the front when I feel like it. I have definitely decided that I am not trying to finish this by Rhinebeck, especially because I'm leaving for Rhinebeck in a week. But yeah, it'll get done when it gets done. That's it. The next thing that I have been working on is this amazing spin. So technically I did finish one bobbin and I am working on my second bobbin. So I am spinning up the Beetlejuice inspired countdown from Brie of the Little Wolf Knits. It is 1 ounce of fiber every day for the month of October. And basically what I am doing is for the first 10 days, I split them in half. I put half on this bobbin and I'm putting half on this bobbin. So this bobbin has half of days 1 through 10 on it already. And on this bobbin, I am currently spinning day 7. And I'm about halfway through it. So I will get days 1 through 10 on this bobbin, and then I'll be moving on to days 11 through 20 in a few days. So if you want to see, first of all, if you want to see the colors and the names of the colors for the Moana blanket, I do have that saved to a story highlight on Instagram from when I was opening those and showing it. And I also did YouTube shorts with those colors as well, so you can go back and find those. But I also have been doing reveals of these colorways, so you can find those in several places on my Instagram stories. You can find them in YouTube Shorts. And then also I have been doing a Vlogtober of sorts where I'm only doing one video a week, but in that video I have been revealing the colorways for each day, or for like the week as it goes along. So if you want to check on the colorways and see what they look like before they're spun and see what the names are and what they were inspired by, there are a lot of places that you can go find them. Also, I think Brie on Instagram is doing, is showing the actual scenes that they were inspired by. So you can go check that out too. There's a lot of places where you can go and see what the inspiration is for this. So I've been working on that. It has been a lot of fun and I'm just cruising along, trying to do 1 ounce a day. I've fallen behind a little bit in the past couple of days, but that's okay. I'll catch up, or maybe I won't. I don't know, but I've been enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, and this is Falkland, Merino, Targhee, and Rambouillet, and it just kind of alternates throughout the days. So this is a gigantic combo spin and I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea what I'm going to make with it. We'll see. It's going to be awesome. The next thing I have finished, but is also like kind of just finished step one in part of a process, is a sheep. I went through some of the steps of processing this in my week 1 Vlogtober episode video. So you can go check that out as well if you want some more details. But this is a sheep named Perseus from Cold Valley Farm, and it is freaking lovely. I'm so excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful. This is a Jacob U, and I scoured it last week. I scoured it. It is nice and clean. I mean, there's still VM. You can probably see stuff flying about. There's still VM in it, so it needs to be carded, picked, all that kind of stuff. But these locks are so good. So good. I'm really sorry about the sun. We're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. But it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful fleece. It was a lovely process. I do have another fleece from Cold Valley Farm, and I'm now very excited to work with it because this has been a fantastic experience. They were lovely people to deal with, and this fleece is beautiful. Beautiful quality, prepared lovingly, and yeah, you can tell that the sheep was loved and treated properly, and yeah, it's great. Super great. So I can't wait to start picking this. Very, very excited. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but yeah, I love Perseus. And I just wanted to give you a tiny little sneak peek of some stuff coming soon. I do have 3 collaboration patterns. Wait, 4? Okay. 3 collaborations with other designers and 1 collaboration with another business coming soon. I'm so excited. They're amazing. So I have, for 3 of the 4, I still have to dye up yarn. I have to develop some colorways. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for those. But for 1 of them coming soon, I have already picked my yarn and I have already wound it up, and I have already started doing math. We've already started talking about stuff. We're like ready to go. So I just need to confirm a few fit sizing things before I'm ready to cast on. And I'm going to be using, these are actually, interestingly enough, 2 different colorways of mine. They're my own hand-dyed yarn. This first one is a color called Purple People Eater. And actually this is not on my website yet because I brought this to my trunk shows that I had in August and September and sold out, except for this that I took for myself. So I do have to get it up on the website so that at least the dyed to order option is there, but I have no more of this in stock at the moment. And then this color is actually, oh, so this is on my For Sure fingering. And then this is, oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. This is Surrey, my Oh Snap Surrey base. And it is in the colorway What Happened to Grape Soda. And it's very interesting because these look like a perfect match, but What Happened to Grape Soda is a much deeper purple with a lot more blue and black undertones to it. But the way that Surrey takes dye, it often comes out quite lighter. So these look like a really, really good match. You can tell that they're like a little bit different. This one is like looks a little bit more, I don't know how well it's showing in the camera, but this one looks a little bit more blue, at least to me from what I'm looking at in the camera. Can I? No, I can't shadow, put it in shadows, whatever, it's fine. Anyway, super excited for this project coming up, and I will hopefully by the next podcast be able to tell you a little bit about this design, who I'm working with, what's happening, the name of it, all that kind of stuff. All right, so that's it. We made it through our WIPS. Let's talk about some life things. The sun is just getting worse and worse, and I'm sorry, but I have to film now. I have no other choice. I have to leave within the hour to go get a haircut. I'm very excited about it. But this is what we're working with. This is what we got to do. So sorry, just ignore all the spots on me. Okay, so like I said, we went to Colorado and it was beautiful and it was lovely and we got to see family and there was a fantastic, gorgeous wedding that we went to. But also it sucked because the entire house that we were staying in got sick and it was awful. And we spent the second half of the week that we were on vacation very sick, feeling horrible, traveling homesick, still sick after we got home. Everything was awful. We did our best to make the most of it, but like obviously we weren't gonna go spreading germs around all of Colorado. So we mostly just like sat in parks. And there were times when like we drove through Rocky Mountain National Park and we would just like pause to take a nap on the side of the road. It was rough. It was rough. So when I got home, I really, really needed some like just meditative, joyful, easy, soul healing, knitting, crocheting, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are all much better now. Everything is good, but it was really rough. And I think, you know, if you saw me filming any videos or anything around then, I was kind of grumpy and not my normal self. So I think that probably came across a little bit in videos, but it is what it is. They're out there now. We are all better. Thank goodness. Oh, and we've also been, because we felt like crap, we took the opportunity, we've still been catching up on going through all of the X-Men movies, which I think I mentioned a couple podcasts ago. The last one we just watched was First Class, and I really liked it. I think so far my least favorite is the third movie of the first trilogy, which was The Last Stand. Is that right? I think that was my least favorite so far. Mostly because I really am not a Jean Grey fan. So yeah, that's it. It's been great. It's been so much fun. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving watching through all of the X-Men movies. It's been really fun. Oh, we also watched Beetlejuice, which is so fun. Should have mentioned it with this spin, but I've never seen Beetlejuice before and I loved it. I loved it so much to the point where I'm like upset that I spent so much of my life not knowing that I would love it, but it is what it is. So that was really fun. And I don't know, we've been up to some other things. If you want to know more details about life and how things go on more of a day-to-day basis, I'm talking about a lot of that in my Vlogtober videos and talking about what we do on the weekends and stuff like that. So go check those out. In terms of videos that I've posted since the last time we spoke, I did my September stash update, which was a big one. It was really cool. Really cool. And I feel like I have set myself up for some goals and plans for the rest of the year. I'm super excited about it. And then I filmed a intro to Vlogtober talking about what I was hoping to accomplish in Vlogtober. And then I posted my week 1 recap of Vlogtober. So definitely make sure that you are keeping an eye out for the rest of the month so you can follow along with this spin and with my Moana blanket and all the stuff that I'm doing for fun and all the fall lovely things that I'm working on. Also, something that helped me to feel better after getting sick. I had 2 things in mind when I had my trunk shows in August and September. I knew that I really wanted to put some money aside and get myself a couple of new tools. And they're things that, like, I had a version that was working fine, and so I really didn't need a new one, but it really would make my life easier if I did have the new one. So I wanted to make sure that I treated myself after finishing both of those trunk shows, and also then when I got home and I was sick and I was feeling like garbage, it also helped me feel better. So the first thing I got is back here. You might be able to see. I did not bring it forward with me, but I got a new ball winder, and I splurged and I got one from Fiber Artist Supply Co. Wow. Fiber Artist Supply Co. And it's amazing. Amazing. I did a little unboxing and setting up of it in my Vlogtober week 2 video, which isn't live yet, but you will be able, if you're interested in more about it, I have it in there. It's amazing. I'm so excited. And then also I got, this doesn't look that exciting, but it is a Lazy Kate from Dreaming Robots. And let's see, I'm just gonna show you the picture. It looks like this. That's not great. That's not great, MC, but it's like modular, and it basically comes apart, and then you can set it up when you need to. I like that it folds down nice and small. And I was previously using a like box with holes and knitting needles for my bobbins, which worked fine, but the box I was using only had room for 2 bobbins. So then if I ever did a 3-ply, things got a little dicey. I had to rig up some kind of like extension thing, and yeah. So I decided the ball winder was much more of a splurge. This was much more reasonably priced, in my opinion. So this was like, okay, MC, let's just make your life easier. You've been making a lot of 3-plies lately. You have plans for a really big 3-ply spin. Let's do it. It's time. You've earned it. So both of those things have brought me a lot of joy lately. I'm very excited about them. And the last thing that I want to talk to you about is one new little addition into the shop. And this is Zoinks. Okay, let me show it. Oh, please, sunshine. Okay, so this is probably gonna get really blown out because it is super neon yarn. It glows. It is very neon. Every single color that is in here is neon. And I love it. This is, oh, there we go. There we go. That's not too bad, except that it's much glowier than that. This is a yarn, like I said, called Zoinks. It is inspired by the Mystery Machine. It is a limited edition Halloween colorway for this year, and it is in the shop now. I only have a couple of skeins of fingering weight. Wow, sorry. I only have a couple of skeins of fingering weight left available in the shop at the moment. Actually, not even all of these that I'm holding up are available because I just had an order come in right before I filmed. So not even all of these are available. So I only have a couple left in the shop. I do have a dyed to order option for it if you would like it. And I do have plans to dye some more. I literally have a box of yarn that just got delivered as I was setting up, sitting on my front stoop. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting for that. That's why I have such limited stock of this. There was a slight delay in my yarn delivery. So yeah, plans to get everything up and rolling again, up and running. There we go, up and running again. But yeah, available in the shop right now. And also, again, if you're not in the newsletter, go sign up. Link is below, because why not use a discount code? If it's free to get a discount code, do it. Okay, that is all I have to say for today. I feel like I talked really fast, so sorry about that. I am about to go get my hair cut. I have a lot of stuff to do today for my pattern release that is coming tomorrow. I have a lot of, last minute stuff. It takes a long time behind the scenes to get that set up. So I'm going to go grab some lunch, get in the car, go get my hair cut. I get my hair cut an hour away from me because I don't trust anyone else. And I tried so many stylists in the area, and none of them would do what I wanted, because occasionally I like to just try new and wild things with my hair, and none of them would go for it. So my tried and true amazing hairstylist is an hour away, and I just make a day of it when it's time. So anyway, I'm gonna go do that and then come home and do a lot of pattern release stuff, a lot of work on that, and get going on a lot of these works in progress. So hopefully next time I have something finished to show you. I honestly don't know if I will, but we'll try. Anyway, also, I will be at Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck will be happening between now and the next time I film a podcast. So if you are going to Rhinebeck, please let me know. Please keep an eye out for me. I'm not good in crowds. So say hi. Please say hi. Don't think that I don't want to talk to you. If you see me, I probably didn't notice because I'm like just focused. I get like a little bit overwhelmed in crowds, and I like could be looking at someone that I've known for years and I just don't even realize that it's them. So please say hi, come give me a hug if you want, come take a picture if you want, whatever you would like. I would love to see you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the podcast, or if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of my upcoming Vlogtober videos. And until next time, take care of you, and I will see you later. Bye.